Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia, Chapter 304. Important announcement for those who don't watch some of my recent videos. I recently got a job. I don't have a real set schedule as of yet. So, for the foreseeable future, videos will just kind of be whenever I have the time and energy. So, thank you for your time and patience. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's see here. Okay, we got All Might. He's got both of his hands on Deku's, like, just club-like arm. Like, I mean, it didn't seem like it was like that before. Or is that his leg? I can't tell. Surely it's not his leg, because then his foot would be just like that. And I'm just like, no. I can feel it. OFA inside of him. However, I can barely sense it happening. Well, I mean, you have the connection, but, without it not being, you now. I guess it makes sense. I think I questioned that last chapter, so my bad. I mean, I guess if the other users had not died, like if Donna was still there, but she had passed on the power and, like, something happened, where All Might was like this, or if after All Might had, like, passed it on to Deku and Nana was still alive at that point, like, maybe she would still be able to sense it, so. But yeah, I guess we're starting the coma arc. What happened to everybody? I hope they're all okay. Manuel, Aizawa Sensei, Rocklock, Gran Torino, Kachan, Ryukyu, Togata Senpai, Todoroki-kun, Ida-kun. Oh god, the coons. Mama, there's coons in the house again. Here's the gun. I don't know what, it's just whatever I hear, like raccoon, southern coon. I don't know. It's just, too much of it makes me start thinking of raccoons. Yeah. But anyway, Endeavor, Hado Senpai. Whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting a decrepit throne room of sorts. Okay, and there's Deku standing in front of them. There's All Might. Wait, what? Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why are, like, the two oldest ones up against the wall? Now that tweet is making sense. I was scrolling through Twitter yesterday before work, and Shonen, however you pronounce his name, he mentioned that, like, something about the Blair Witch Project. I guess now I get the reference. We need to have a talk before you wake up. Okay, and that's coming from Banjo. Okay. Izuku Midoriya. And, wait. That's All Might's name. What? Yagi Toshinori. Oh, God, is he going to get the remnants of it from All Might now? I think that's a little ahead of my theory. Like, I was thinking he would get, Mr. Shino Trenchcoat first, and then he would get All Might. But that also would mean All Might would die. At least in my theory. I mean, go watch it. The succession order of powers and whatnot. Or acquisition. I forgot what I named it. It was hard to name. Sorry to put this on you while times are still this tough. And there's just the... Okay... That kind of still looks like Bakugo. I mean, and now that we get to see his arms, like, he does kind of have, like, something on his arms. But then the other one kind of looks like a Shikamaru blonde ninja kind of deal. Interesting. So maybe the whole Bakugo is, was sent into the past or some nonsense and gave his power up to, for the succession and everything. for some reason. I don't get it. That theory never made any sense. We've never seen someone with time powers that I'm aware of. So, this is fate. Well, it's more OVA's timing thing, really. OVA. Are you talking about like a anime OVA? Banjo Senpai talked to you last time, right? Are we gonna get to know some of your names? And there, Nina's just like, eh. And All Might's just kind of, I'm here in spirit, literally. Sorry I spent so much time on that one page. OFA's successors. In a vision again? So he still can't talk. But it looks like we have a bit of time here. Previously, we were only able to interact with you when you were severely mentally shaken. Well, he's kind of in a coma, so if that ain't shaken, I don't know what is. In the last 4 months, my power, all for one, has been growing exponentially. And with that increase in capabilities, profiles of the previous holders of OFA were copied and pasted, and over time we were able to communicate with one another as well. Also, why does that look like a knockoff Dragon Ball? Since the previous encounter with my brother forced himself inside our domain, it's become easier for us to come before you. Okay, so that at least had a benefit. So maybe they can, like, after they give, like, a general idea of, like, to him, to, like, their quirks and stuff, like, maybe then they can use this established connection, and it grows stronger with time, that maybe they can, like, give him, like, little, you know, like, tips and tricks. And if they have, like, an awareness of the world around them, it could be like omnipresence to a very minor degree, because you would have multiple sets of eyes. Especially if one of them has a sensory ability and can actually kind of use it. But, I don't know. Well, your privacy's safe, so you don't need to worry about being watched all the time. What is he saying? You have no mouth again? Oh. And he's remembering the previous time. No, even back then. I was able to make noise. My voice was slowly manifesting itself in this realm. Oh, is he going to try and talk? Oh, he is trying to talk. His voice is muffled, it says. I don't know what he's trying to say, though. Deed, you mean... Oh, I don't know what the first word is. Did you mean... What did you mean? Okay, good. There is a translation, thankfully. About I'm going to just read the translation. About having to talk. I will do the talking. Okay, so this is like the... I'm assuming it's the fourth user. It's Mr. Spidey Sense. Ooh, he's introducing himself. My name is Shinomori Hagaki, and I am the fourth user of One for All. Your previous fight brought forth my power through your will. I do like his design. It's simple, but it works. I think the only thing that's kind of jarring about his design is the lines. Is it a scar, or is it part of like a physical mutation? Danger sense. Right. You scared me there. Sorry. I guess when his power just activated. I was alerted to be alert in your alertness manifesting. What? I was alerted to be alert to your alertness manifesting. Oh, god damn that line. What a way with words. Oh, he's kind of nervous. That's like me all the time. Mr. Shinomori here is a weirdo hermit who lived in the woods because he was so irreparable when it came to society. Okay. But he was probably aware of everything. It was a turbulent time. I wasn't the weirdo everyone else was. Oh. So they can use their powers in here because Banjo's like you... So yeah, they can still straight up do that. I guess it's because they're a part of it all, so why wouldn't they? They're just not going to be able to pull out like super powered versions. Are you aware he's dodging them? So yeah, it's basically spider sense. Are you aware of my age and cause of death? 40. You were 40. Or no, I read the 40 off of his talk. Cause of death was... All Might's file didn't list the cause of death. No, it looked like he scratched it out while writing it. It was old age. Oh! That's not you... What? How did you transfer the power? Also, oh my god, if he's only 40, what does that mean? Does danger sense shorten your life? Because, like, I'm aware of everything and it stresses me to the point of early death. And age, or old age at 40, I don't understand why either. Banjo and I were discussing it amongst each other, but it was through Yagi-kun that we were able to understand. In layman's terms, One for All is no longer able to be held by a regular person. Oh. What does that mean? Huh? I held One for All for the longest out of anyone aside from Yagi-kun. For these 18 years, I evaded AFO while training this power. Ah. With his phenomenal strength, I realized that I would never be able to beat him in that state. I just had to nurture this power myself so that someone else could do it. And in my final year, the quirk broke my body. Oh. At first I thought it was the cause of me having a weak constitution, at worst a chronic disease. But with Yagi, now he's just saying Yagi, existence, he would confirm all theories and suspicions for me. Me dying of old age, it meant that One for All will slowly but surely burn away the life force of any one of its users. Wait, how old is frickin' All Might? So you need a special body? Or otherwise it... Oh my god, why does this sound familiar? I'm... What? I'm starting to remember, Matt Pat's theory from Game Theory about, like, All Might having, like, a secret quirk that he just didn't know about. But maybe that's not the case. But it just makes me think of it. Because it kind of lines up if, like, you have, like, a special body that can endure, you know, the life force drain. But Force? What? Life force. Ah. That's terrible. But wait a minute. So that's his life force, I guess, is just floating there. What about All Might, who held One for All way longer than Shinomori-san? That's the thing we're trying to say. Yagi thought that the incongruence in life spawn had to do with some invisible limit to the load each of us could take on. I didn't have AFO for all that long, and I died while fighting, so there wasn't a lot to compare to. Which led to Shinomori-kun's wondering to himself if Yagi had something he didn't. All Might is quirkless. Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Oh fuck! A vessel that is a clean slate can take it. It's like a quirk, like, weakens you and breaks you, but you're clean and in perfect condition. Oh my god! Deku has to give it to a quirkless child or somebody when he passes it on. That's how they can make this shit stronger than ever. Hopefully not someone evil. But so yeah. Also, look at young All Might. He looking so suave in that UA uniform. Also, he's a fucking head taller than Deku. Like, damn. I don't know what year he would have been in, but still. Right. It's with Yagi-kun, who's still alive today, that we earn this information. As a model of his subconscious relays all on the information he learns back to us. We haven't brought it up with you just yet because we were so sure, but after listening to my brother... oh wait, this is the first one. I, for some reason, thought it was Shinonori. Mori. We weren't so sure, but after listening to my brother, I believe the confirmation is clear. So that's why you were able... Or no, wait, you didn't... You had your passing on quirk, too. So yeah, okay, that doesn't work with you. I forgot he had that for some... And it's like the key component that makes all this possible, and I've done forgot it because I'm not dope. But anyway, that idea that a portion of a quirk user's conscious permeates within the new user makes us wonder how and why elements of Yagi-kun being are here, despite him being quirkless. We thought a successor's consciousness manifested itself in the realm, was tied to their quirk. But Yagi being quirkless is different to all of us. So he's a unique sample, and we'll have to observe. It seems as though Yagi alone was able to summon his consciousness without knowing it about himself. Oh yeah, because he never once knew any of this stuff that Deku had been experiencing. He was like, I don't know. You see weird shadow people, kid? It never happened to me. So somehow he subconsciously did it. For 40 years, Yagi-kun had one for all. But who are born with a quirk already have their metaphorical cup filled, and added AFO to their cup makes it crack and spill over. Yeah, so it is like just at too much stress for the body. And spill over, leading to what happened with Shinomori. Toshinori, Mori, and then Nori, was an empty cup. So AFO likely conformed and fitted itself to become his true quirk in a sense. Okay. But then why didn't he ever manifest other powers, though? That's the weird thing. Though it's still unclear or unknown as to the casual relationship between AFO being inherited and adapting with the user's quirk. It looks as though the least to offer the quirkless have the most potential when inheriting this power. Okay, so maybe because it came into him as a... That's why it kind of unlocked the potential, I guess. Because All Might had the strongest use of the quirk, but because he was quirkless and it used his time and tenure to culminate and unlock the other quirks in the line. So that's what I'm thinking. And then Deku is just the first one to get it. Like that. Okay, this is like a floating fucking room in the void. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, Deku's just kind of standing there. In summary, we cannot risk passing this quirk on to normal people already blessed with quirks of their own. Normal people. I guess they are the normal people. It's the quirkless ones that are 20% of society. That one for all needs to be taken out cautiously. That's what you're saying. Or given out cautiously. With each generation, quirkless people are becoming more and more infrequent. Oh, shit. Eventually, let's hope the world is a better place when you run out of fucking quirks. Or quirkless people. Which means wait. Actually, that doesn't... Yeah, I guess that... Yeah, okay. It's kind of like when Neanderthals got eventually, bred out of the equation by Homo sapiens. Which means potential applicants are limited. this is something neither you, Nagi, or any of us could have predicted. The fact that uh, OFA was passed into you was nothing short of a miracle. If only we were able to communicate with our successors faster. Perhaps we could have prevented the tragic deaths of more people. Night Eye. And there's All Might just kind of like, I am here in spirit. In other words, kiddo, you may be the last successor of One for All. Oh. So, me? The last? Anyways, that was the main topic. Izuku-kun, are you able to kill Shigaraki Tomura for me? Oh, God, Donna, don't be telling him that. No. You know he ain't gonna want to kill him. I'm wondering if she's like, do you have that killer instinct that, like, she didn't know that she needed or whatever? I mean, she never knew her grandchildren, so. But now I guess she's wondering if he would or not. I'm thinking this is going to be like a moral question, not like, you got to kill him for us. Yeah. Because I don't think it's going to end up like that. I feel like they're going to do something that makes it where he doesn't have to die. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe fill him up with frickin' Quark Annihilation bullets. You know? And then lock him away in Super Tartarus. And then Deku would come visit him every Tuesday. Tuesdays with Tomura. But anyway. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting the whole Quarkless thing to actually become a big playing part in the series. Like, that's awesome. But that's also kind of sad and terrifying in a way because, yeah, Quarkless people are slowly being essentially just bred out of the equation. You know, they'll die off after they have kids, and likely of their children having a Quark are exponentially higher than not. So, So yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, the fact that the being Quarkless actually meant that, like, you could accommodate for the power more than a Quark user ever could, and it usually leads to their death, or in some cases leads to their death. Other times it's just battle. So that's interesting. Like, that's awesome. And All Might was literally like the tumbler lock of it. It's like, oh, I got this power, and then over the course of his tenure, you know, the potential of his successor gaining all these quarks then became a reality, where it hadn't been a thing for the last, 6 users, I guess, 5 users. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to like know when the things would happen, but yeah, I think it would be like between not a 7, but then you can't include, so that's 2. I don't know. Bath. But anyway, so yeah, it just allowed not for anybody else to have ever done it because they just kept passing it on to a Quark user. So yeah, that's awesome. Like, to find out that. That's some big revelations there. Also, All Might still being there, obviously, it's picking up right where it left off from last chapter and everything, so he can, like, feel things are going on, but it's not, like, super clear for him because his, like, subconscious essentially is in the room with them, but, like, maybe once this is over, he'll start gaining knowledge. I don't know. Or maybe that's just the way it's always going to be. I'm still waiting for the day that he sadly passes away. But I guess I would assume that he won't die from the Quark then, like everyone else. They just had to... I wonder if Horikoshi had this planned out from the beginning. Because that would be interesting. Like, okay, anybody that was a quirk user in the line of One for All, they're gonna die. The quirk's gonna kill them, or they die in battle. And then it's like, but All Might, being quirkless, he unlocks the true power of this quirk line. And then Deku will get it later. And then, he has all the powers. Well, gotta manufacture a way for, All Might to die. He got attacked in battle and lost half of his organs. There we go. So, yeah, that's how I'm thinking that might have panned out. But yeah, this really cool. Also, finding out the name of the fourth user, Shinomori. I don't remember his last name. It was like Hagaki. But yeah, Shinomori. So yeah, his danger sense, he was like kind of just a hermit. I guess it was so much for him at that point because, the power was amplified. Or actually, his power wouldn't have been amplified, no. But any of the strength multiplier thing would, yeah. So apparently that was just too much for him eventually, and he... How can you say you died of old age at 40? I mean, maybe old age in terms of, like, users' age, because, like, none of them really made it, I'd say, past 30. So, yeah. But yeah, so that's interesting. Got to meet another one. We got like the two mystery users just kind of Blair Witching it. So I don't get it. Also, interesting room that they got going on. And now Deku can speak. It took him a little while. He was kind of muffled and, but now he seemingly worked that out. So that's cool. And also they seem to be able to establish a connection with him a lot easier now. So that'll be useful. And yeah, I think the trading arc in the Comaverse or the Coma realm will be beneficial if that's actually what's going to happen. So, because the first user did say like we have a bit of time, and it doesn't seem like a whole lot of time has passed. So it's likely that's what's going to happen. But anyway, they'll at least give him an idea of what the quirks are like, and then when they manifest eventually, he won't be like, oh my god, I have tentacle arms or something, Or I could see the girls' dorm. Why can I see that? I'm in my room, like X-ray vision kind of deal or something like that. It won't take him by surprise. And he'll have a better idea of how to use it and turn them on and off. So that'll be great. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Help me reach the road to 500. We're on the road. I messed it up, but that's the goal now. Sub goal is 500. But yeah. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet it out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings, Deku was the miraculous chosen one. It kind of loses a little, but I mean, it's still kind of cool. I like it.